Hello, my fellow Cowboys fans, and welcome to this edition of Cowboys Imperial Postgame, brought to you by no one. Alright, let's go ahead. You know how I like to do it. I like to run down, give you my comments on each quarter after they happen, so let's go ahead and do it.
Well, I thought the first quarter action was, we could have done better. I think the offense is, as I expected it to be. I don't really expect this to be the big playmaking offense that we had in seasons past with Terrell Owens. I think that it's going to rely more on the running game, as we saw, and slants and comeback routes and so forth by Roy Williams. We're trying to get first downs, not touchdowns. Consequently, that's why we have a 6-0 score. Our defense, as much as we hoped that Olshansky, Brooking, and Sensabaugh would improve the defense, and with Wade Phillips being the defensive coordinator, I honestly don't see any difference between the defense from last year and the defense on opening day. And our defense has got to improve because we got a ways to go. All right, we got a ways to go. And if we don't have a defense, if we have a defense that's being porous like this, giving up, it seems like they're doing the cushion thing all over again. It seems like the coverage problems under frickin' Brian Stewart are happening again. So that's why we need a special teams under Joe DeCamillis, where we can block field goals. That took 3 points right off the board for the Buccaneers, and also to put touchbacks in out the back of the end zone, as Dave Beeler did. That's very significant as well. So in that regard, the special teams looks a lot like the special teams units of the 90s, but the defense doesn't, and the offense is it is what it is. All right, let's go to the second quarter and see what happens. What do you want me to say about the second quarter? Well, let's make believe that I'm in the locker room right now at halftime, and I'm talking to the Dallas Cowboys. Here's what I'd be saying. You bums, you rats. Emmitt Smith's prediction of 7-9 should be right. He must have more of an insight into this team than the other prognosticators. How can you go out there and play like this against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? How can you do this? You're making them out to be more than they're not, or you're making them out to be more than they are. How can you do this, guys? How can you do this? You're the Dallas Cowboys. We have not had a tumultuous offseason compared to them. Yet you are the team that is playing as though you got a new head coach and you fired your offensive coordinator 8 days ago. You are the team that looks like you're in rebuilding mode when you should be going out there and dominating. Have you no identity? Teams without an identity play down to the level of their competition. If you have an identity, you'll go out there in the second half and you'll play like men. You won't go out there and let Cadillac Williams run all over you. Although he is a talented player, Byron Leftwich is not! That Keenan lookalike should be intercepted, and he should cough up the ball. And I'll tell you something else. I'm getting sick of these commercials. These are the dumbest commercials in the history of the world. I get sick of seeing those stupid cartoons. This is another reason why it's very difficult for me to watch football, losing Cowboys football like this, because I have to watch dumb commercials. I can't stand them. So just go out there and win, guys. Come on. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? If you... I don't even want to think about next week. Oh, just win this week, so at least we can be undefeated for at least 1 week. You bums, you. Look what happened to my Cowboys. Look what happened to my Cowboys. I don't know what world I'm living in. The whole world is turned upside down. The third quarter went as I thought the first 2 quarters would go. I thought we'd go out there and we'd, do well, score pretty good, that kind of thing. The problem I have is we're leading 20-7, and we're throwing the ball all 3 downs. No, now's when you sit on the lead. I don't understand it though. But that was a nice catch and run by Roy Williams. And I don't know. That's basically all that happened in the third quarter. We had some muffed punts and the bobbled snap exchange that, with Garrard, with Leftwich that we didn't take care of. We got to take care of those turnovers, and also that pick that was called back. You got to take care of those things. But here it is, the fourth quarter, and let's see what happens. Hopefully the Cowboys win. Please. Well, it looks like the Cowboys are going to go ahead and win this game, 34-14. I forget what the score is, but we started off very slow. And even in points in the second half, we let the Bucks get back into it. So, I think that we have some work to do. I know that Romo, put a career high in passing yards. I know he threw for 3 touchdowns. I know that we had those breakaway runs by Roy Williams, Patrick Creighton, and Miles Austin. I know that we put up 34 points, which is what we put up during the Terrell Owens years. But, I'm thinking long term, and I don't know how sustainable our production on the field is going to be throughout the year. So we definitely have to start strong, and we have to finish strong. But who doesn't? You know what I mean? But those are my complaints. I don't think penalties are that big of a deal. I would like to see more interceptions, though. That's another concern that I have. Is that I think I don't know, from looking at it today, it doesn't look like we're gonna get the picks that we thought we were gonna get. I think we're gonna have the pick problem we had last year as well. So there it is.
So there it is on Cowboys Imperial postgame. Now we have to take on the New York Giants, who are taking care of the Washington Redskins as I speak, and we'll see what happens. I really don't know how the play against the Buccaneers would fare against the Giants. I wouldn't think too well against any NFC East opponent. The Eagles, they really took care of the Panthers. It was almost as though the Emperor gave the Eagles his blessing or something, the way they creamed the Panthers. But they're dumb. They're still stupid. Here's why. They're leading 31-10 in the fourth quarter, and they have McNabb back there still at quarterback. They didn't yank him, and now he's got a back problem. And there it is. All right, now, Giants fans, listen to me. Watch my Cowboys Imperial report, The Giants, which will be coming out Friday, because I'm going to have a special treat for both of us. And I'm not doing some prank or whatever where it's going to, the Giants suck. I did. I put together a compilation video to preview the game with Pat Summerall doing a voiceover that we will enjoy. Whether you're a Giants fan or a Cowboys fan, you're going to enjoy it. So tune in to Cowboys Imperial Report for that and for everything else. That's it. God save the Cowboys.